Hey there everybody and welcome back to Game Highs. I'm your host John 2.0, here to deliver top-notch gaming content ranging from retro to up-and-coming and indie to AAA. So let's get it. Ooh, y'all know what time it is. Today we have the epic episode premiere of The Toxic Gamer. The Toxic Gamer is a segment of the show where all of you lucky little bastards get to watch me lose my temper faster than your mother when she lost her virginity. Welcome to The Toxic Gamer. So today on The Toxic Gamer, we are going back to 2017. I was very heavily invested in Final Fantasy XIV at the time. Heaven's Ward expansion had just dropped, and I was very much into the frontline PvP and the feast. I felt as though I had reached peak bloodlust. The PvP in Final Fantasy XIV offered me a glory on the battlefield that was unlike anything else I have ever encountered. That is, until I was introduced to the mighty Paragon. Paragon is a cancelled multiplayer online battle arena which was created by Epic Games before its inevitable fall to the popularity which became Fortnite. And oh, let me tell you, did Daddy like?
Daddy liked. Daddy liked.
Paragon, to me, was unlike any other MOBA I've experienced due to one very basic gameplay element. Over-the-shoulder, third-person perspective. Every other MOBA I've played up to that time had the top-down camera look, which was taking away all the immersiveness in the game to me. But in Paragon, I felt like I was there. The combat had this hefty feel to it. Hitting enemy heroes had satisfying haptics on the controller, and the act of running up on someone who would overstep their boundaries and punishing them with the gank. It was like a triple O-face, my guy. It was just, oh. That being said, my favorite role to play was the jungler. My job was to run up on enemy laners and be like, "What's good, bitch? I'm here to take your lunch money. Give me them ducats." And needless to say, I became enamored with it. I turned into a monster. And so was the birth of the warlord, the God Grux. My Grux was a god. A savage, unadulterated violence and murder. You had two options if you saw me. Run or die, my guy. And today we're going to take a look at the evolution of a humble jungler to the toxic narcissist that was God Grux. So Paragon had a simple premise. It was a tower defense PvP which had you move up the battlefield towards your opponent's core, taking out enemy towers in your way, all while strategically defending yours in the process. There's a ton of other minute details we will eventually go over as these games play out, but let's start with the creation of the God Grux deck. See, Paragon had a unique card system which allowed you to essentially build your hero any way you'd like. When killing enemy minions, heroes, or towers, you'd amass gold. Gold was also accumulated at very low set intervals that tick off every few seconds or so during the match, and this gold can be used in the shop to buy cards which will do many different things, like add stats, abilities, and attributes to your chosen hero. There was only 6 slots available to be modded on any given hero at a time, thus limiting your choices dramatically. I remember there being like 300 cards to mix and match. The important thing to remember is that these cards can offer several different game-changing mechanics, ranging from teleportation, healing, and even status ailments. Now you had to find the right balance of gimmick and power cards, cards that add base damage to your attack and skills. If you had too many gimmick cards, you'd be severely outdamaged, and if you had too many power cards, well, you just end up as a basic damage dealer with no surprise mechanics or ways to get out alive. What I liked best about Grux was his ability kit. Grux is a close-range melee fighter with the skills able to close the gap on him and his prey. Making it nearly impossible to escape his grasp, his kit was designed to get in your face and keep you from running away. His signature move Smash and Grab is his bread and butter. It creates a wide cone-like shape on the floor, and anyone caught in its radius will be momentarily stunned and then pulled back right in front of this menacing beast. He has a cleave attack that does massive damage to everything it hits, cutting through multiple foes, which also adds a bleeding effect damage over time. His charge rush propels him forward, tackling through everything but the environment, allowing him to close any distance in the blink of an eye or chase anyone trying to get to safety. And finally, his ultimate, the Warlord's Challenge. Grux bangs his weapons together in a radius that stuns his foes and interrupts their special attacks. For a set amount of time, his attacks deal double the damage and add stacking bleed for every time he lands a hit. Combining these skills in the right situation gave me the edge I needed in combat to outwit my foes. Which brings me to the God Grux deck. I felt that with a kit like Grux, I needed a way to end the fight as quickly as possible. I needed to get in, stun them, smash and grab, then kill. After eventually acquiring the master skin for Grux, I had found the ultimate deck. Here's my first game with that deck. So you'll see here I'm at 47 points, which is close to a full deck requiring 60 points. Now you don't need to have 6 cards, but I found it simple to do 6 cards with 10 points each. I'm noticing these boys got themselves into a little bit of trouble down in mid lane, Sriracha and Greystone. Fun fact, Greystone is actually played by Jaime Lannister in the Paragon film. 100% confirmed, trust me bro, no cap. Anyway, with these boys getting chased back home with 3 on them, I decided to put the S on my chest and see what this deck's all about. I stopped the enemy Lannister in his tracks. It's not the final season yet, so he's got plot armor on. He backs off so he doesn't die. The enemy Steel that slipped past me now has my gadget in a pickle. I go to confront this fat motherfucker. Womp! I got Aurora on me. Realizing I just saved the whole goddamn team nearly, I'm ready to die. So I go toe-to-toe with everybody in sight till it's just me and Steel playing Rock'em Sock'em Robot. I finish him off with a basic cancel to cleave and walk away with 5% of my health remaining. My teammates cheer me on and thank me for being barbaric. I believe this was the catalyst that spawned God. Things went down in the enemy jungle, and as I start to make my way toward the brawl, I spot Jaime Lannister, and he's still got 1 season left, so I ignore him and keep it moving. Now is where I witness the power of a god as we steamroll through these kids like a hot knife in butter. Steel is one of the more tankier characters in the game, and I'm taking chunks out of him. Now I'm going to stop right here just for a moment. Let's get a little toxic. Aurora, what the f*** are you doing? Besides me being a complete threat to you before in a 1v2, my disadvantage, what the hell would compel you to jump in front of 3 full health enemies when 3 of your own teammates just got manhandled? Oh, excuse me, we have a 4th. Good, good. Let's see what happens. You dumb bitch. Oh, Jamie, it's so close. The last episode. It's so close, but that plot armor, it's just too thick. I had to back off for now. At this moment, I look up and I see that everyone's dead except the House of Lannister, and I start to laugh. I realize that my presence is that of a tyrant, and as long as I stay on this battlefield, these kids are donezo. Let's wrap it up here, boys. We're going to outplay this Greystone real fast. I let him start his defense and he uses 2 of his cooldowns. Once I have him just within range, I pull him back towards the edge of his own tower to panic him. Gadget and Sriracha seen what I was up to and start to tower dive the f*** out of him. There goes his 1 life. I back out of Grey's ultimate, then hard focus the inhibitor. Me and the squad take it down fast, and now we got 2 full lanes on offense. This was not planned here, but me and Aurora pull off some sweet Power Ranger maneuvers at the same time to rush the enemies on the right lane. What a beautiful accident. And oh, it's finally here. Season 8, Episode 5. You're mine, Jamie. Everyone goes down in a flurry of combat, their efforts meaningless. All they can do is accept the Warlord's challenge, then return to the void. Fantastic. So what did we learn today, boys and girls? Well, A, don't be an idiot. B, always fight like you're ready to die. And C, sometimes a little toxicity can go a long way. Stay tuned for God Grux episode 2 on the next Toxic Gamer. And that'll do it for us over here at Game Highs. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to look forward to more gaming news, content, and gameplay. Click that like and subscribe button if you get a chance. My name is John 2.0,
The Toxic Gamer.
and I will catch you guys next time.